Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Hawks have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Brooklyn Nets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And for Brooklyn, they've got Turner, and it's Riley in at the 2. Take a look at the Hawks. And they can put an end to this series in no time tonight, Greg.
And that's got to be the approach that they take mentally. When you've got a team facing elimination, don't even give them a glimmer of hope. Put your foot down right away, close it out, and get a nice rest before the conference final.
You're right. Don't give them any hope. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Here's McCoy. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Daniel. Who is outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Daniels. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's McCoy. Here's the screen. Pass to Riley. 5 on the clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Who is outside?
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Daniel. 6 to shoot. Here's Lewis.
And this is why this team considers Turner a defensive stalwart. Long arms, quick feet, the ability to contest shooters. Really good defense.
The Hawks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Lewis misses. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. McCoy passes to Solomon. Now Turner, Lewis covering. Turner against Lewis. The shot by Turner no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Got a piece of it. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Lewis. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You look at Lewis, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Here's Daniels, and it's sent back by Turner.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Here's McCoy. Here is Riley. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Solomon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
McCoy passes to Turner. Poke loose. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Atlanta leading by 7. To the paint. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's McCoy. Still without a basket. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
From the arc. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Lewis. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Nets trail by 7. Here's Riley. Oh! There's the killer two-handed slam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Lewis. After the basket by Brooklyn. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the jumper is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Inside. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Daniels with it. Riley covering. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Heroes checked in for the Nets. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Rogers checked in for Lewis. Pass to Riley. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's McCoy. Lewis covering. Turner with a screen on Lewis. Just 4 to shoot. McCoy passes to Solomon. And the Nets miss again.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Daniels with it. The 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Solomon, guarded by Rogers. Hero on the wing. They set the pick. Outside Turner. Atlanta with the rebound.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Rogers. Buries it from 3-point range. And now a 12-point Hawks lead. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
The Nets making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here is Riley. Pass to Jackson. Here's Solomon. And here is Hero. Over Daniels. Hero, no good. The Hawks leading by 12. Lewis a screen on Hero. Lets it fly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Jackson. Hero kicks to Jackson. Pass to Riley. Shot clock at 5. Now Hero to halt the run. The offensive rebound. Here's McCoy. Sinks the triple. McCoy's got his second bucket tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here's Daniels. 5 points in the game. And it's good, 2 points. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Riley.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Brooklyn. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Nance a screen to the middle. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. They retain possession. Nance a screen on Collins. Rogers. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here is Riley. 6 points for him. Mr. Collins lets it go with a three. Atlanta with the rebound. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the three by Atlanta. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Inside, here's Hero. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Pass to Nance. And here's Daniels. Jacks up a three. Another three for Atlanta.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Now an update on Miles Turner's injury. Let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Nets was able to update me on the situation. Now he told me that it's a knee sprain. It's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight and will probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Atlanta making a switch here. That's good from Hero. 1:06 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Pass to quickly. Here's Solomon. Lewis covering. Here's Solomon. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Quickly. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Solomon. Hits the front of the rim and out. Lewis against Quickly. Lewis a screen on Quickly. Puts up a deep three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 18. Collins is out there with Jackson. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Solomon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. A 3 from Quickly. Hits the three-point bomb. Quickly's got the first basket of the second quarter for Brooklyn. Lewis passes to Rogers. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. In transition, here come the Nets. Pass to Solomon. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Rogers pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Throws it up high.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Nets trail by 17. Quickly looking it over. Now, Hero. Defense right on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this guy is a gamer. Hero embraces any chance he can to draw a foul while taking a shot.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and Brooklyn making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lewis dishes to Daniels. Pass to Rogers. Down low. Lewis down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Hero. And again, it's the Nets missing. Atlanta leading by 15. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Jackson, a screen on Rogers. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Atlanta leading by 16. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Rogers. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. faster quickly. The shot. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Hero the bounce back. Jackson, and it's blocked. Here's Buffkin. Quickly covering to the inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
It's good from long range. He's got 5.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Lewis outside. The shot from the low post is good. 24 points for him.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Johnson outside. Down low. And Johnson with the stuff.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Hero. From downtown. Rebound by the Hawks. Lewis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Buffkin. Hasn't made one yet. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. From past the arc. Goes back up. And ends with the layup.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's McCorn. 5 points in the game. It's tipped. Now, here's Johnson. Now Daniels. Pass to Nance. Clock at 6. Lewis with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lewis has got 5 points so far.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's McCorn. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 8.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Jackson against Nance. Daniels with it. He's got 12. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Jackson. Inside. Jackson with the screen. Puts up a three. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Nance kicks to Lewis. Lewis on the way. Nance sets a screen for Lewis. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Riley can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Daniels. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
The Nets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here is Riley. He's covered by Daniels. Riley passes it to Solomon. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Guard it.
The Nets making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Atlanta making a switch here. Here is Daniels. Riley covering. Lewis kicks to Lewis. And here's Daniels. 15 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Fires away from outside. Lewis misses.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Outside for Jackson. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Nets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Daniels. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Collins, a screen on Rogers. Going inside. Shakes him. Rogers pulls it in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lewis, a screen on Riley. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Hits the target from 18 feet. He's got 8.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Hawks making a change here. Buffkin's checked in.
One shot.
.151 left in the first half. The Hawks leading by 22. Now Daniels. He's got 15. Traps in the tray. He's got 31.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
.59 seconds left here in the second. Buffkin misses the three. Brooklyn's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the Hawks making a change here. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Pass to Daniels. From deep. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's McCoy. 8 points for him. Jackson has the open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Pass to Lewis. Over McCoy. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this.
Making her way to the lead from Tokyo, Japan.
thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
Looking at how the Nets are doing in this series. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the net shooting 43% from the field. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Lewis. Lewis is out there with Nance. Then there's Rogers. Here's McCoy. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Lewis. Fires it up with the putback. It's good on the putback. And it's 6 points for the captain.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's McCoy. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Over Nance. Jackson misses.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Nance a screen. Here is Rogers. He's got 7. Shoots the 3. Out to Nance. Here is Rogers. From deep three-point land. Solomon with the rebound. Solomon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
There's a good screen. Pass to Lewis. Nance sets a screen for Lewis. Nance outside, fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's McCoy. Down low. Jackson misses. Atlanta has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Rogers. Outside Lewis. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Riley. Lewis grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Come on, man.
Brooklyn's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. It's tipped. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The Nets shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's McCoy. Lewis covering. And it's McCoy missing. So it's the Hawks now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points to stop the drought. And it's good on the way in. 33 points for him.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nets have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Solomon. Lewis covering. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's McCoy. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Rodgers passes to Daniels. Now here's Lewis. Not a lot of room. Solomon with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here is Riley. He's covered by Daniels. And there it is for him. He's got 13.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
They set the pick. Pass to Lewis. To the middle. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
McCoy passes to Jackson. Here's McCoy. Lewis covering. Releases. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Nance with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
The shot's good from Rogers.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Solomon. Lewis covering. Jackson, a screen on Rogers. Rebound by the Hawks. Nance has got his 4th rebound in this one. Daniels with it. 15 points in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here is Riley. Pass to McCoy. Beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Lewis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here is Rogers. 10 points for him. Pass to Lewis. The 3 ball. No good on that one. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Solomon. And the Nets miss again. Hawks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. There's a screen. With the drive.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. He's got 15.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Lewis a screen on Riley. Lewis outside. Nance sets a screen for Lewis. To the paint. Tries from 7. Nance, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And he drives in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Inside. Pass to McCoy. Jackson a screen on Lewis. Here's McCoy. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Daniels. He's got 19. The Hawks shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Riley. Outside Hero. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Daniels. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. Solomon with the bucket. Solomon's got 6.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Pass to Daniels. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, Hero. He has 7. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Lewis kicks to Daniels. Fades away. No good that time.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there, and we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Riley against Rogers. Riley can't hit. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Solomon. Now, here's Quickly. He's covered by Daniels. And it's Quickly missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, Hero. He's guarded closely. Driving in. Here's Riley. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Hawks on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. Jackson is out there with Collins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's McCoy at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Rogers. To the wing on the left. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 39.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now here's Jackson to the middle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. The Hawks shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Shot on the wing. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
A nice shot by McCoy.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here is Rogers. Down low. Let's go. Makes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Collins, following the bucket by the Hawks. Pulls up on the wing, uses the glass to drop it in.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Lewis. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Lewis. Sinks that one from the post.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Takes a 3. The shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Lewis. Outside for Lewis. Stolen by Collins. And a wide open look for Hero. Drills the three-pointer.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Jackson, and the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to McCoy. Hero with the screen on Lewis. Collins with it. Lewis covering. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And it's McCoy missing. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. They get it back. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Lets it go from deep. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. For the three, Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Lewis. The rebound by the Nets.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whistles.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And he's got 41.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Left side, Hero. Pass to McCoy. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. There's the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Fires from way outside. No good on the shot. Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. To the inside, deflects the pass. Now, Hero. Pass to Collins. Back to Hero. Rocket 6. Left side, Jackson. No good on that one. The Hawks shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. The Nets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside, Hero. For three. The shot will not fall. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's McCoy. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Collins. Trying to get something going. Basket counts.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
The Hawk shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Guarded by Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One shot.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's McCoy. Outside Jackson. Pass to Riley. 5 to shoot. That shot no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's Lewis, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Pass to Riley. Here's Solomon. Riley with a screen on Rodgers. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Here is Riley. Drills the elbow jumper. Pass to Daniels. To the middle. Here's Lewis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's McCoy. He's covered by Daniels. Here is Riley. Shoots. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pick from outside the arc. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Lewis outside. Pass to Daniels. Here's the 3. Solomon with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
No good on the 3.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Now Lewis. Drives to the hoop. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lewis. And both free throws good for Lewis. It's the Nets now. To the left side wing. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Lewis a screen on Jackson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Atlanta.
Look, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Net shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's McCoy. He's covered by Daniels. Jackson, a screen on Lewis. High post shot. Rebound by the Hawks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Solomon, guarded by Rogers. Pass to McCoy. Here is Riley. Launches a three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And the Atlanta Hawks will move on. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in as we present our player of the game.